A lot of people during lockdown have turned to old hobbies or new hobbies and are doing really productive things. I am not. Over the last week, I have built the Taskmaster house in Sims 4. I've really loved construction games, and in The Sims in particular, it's been really fun building places I know, houses I've lived in. I even built my workplace. But this has been so fun making the Taskmaster house. I'm a massive fan of the show. One time my friend Lauren even organised a Taskmaster themed birthday party for me. I even met little Alex Horne one year because it was Christmas Eve. I was staying at my dad's pub in this little village, and my dad said to me, "Oh, there's someone from the telly in tonight," and he said, "Oh, it's this person from a show called Taskmaster." And it turns out my dad had been speaking with Alex Horne's dad at the bar, and apparently Alex Horne's dad's really nice and they had a really good chat, and he was saying, "Oh, my son does this TV show," completely outing Alex. I'm sure he didn't really want attention like that. And yeah, eventually found the courage to go up to Alex at the end of it and say, just kind of ramble through saying, oh, I really love Taskmaster, and is it alright if I have a picture of you? And he was genuinely really, really nice. He even said, "Oh, the lighting looks bad, let's move to this area where the lamp is on as well." I was like, this guy knows his stuff. Anyway, that's my Alex Horne story. So bizarre, Christmas Eve, just getting, told, "Oh, Alex is here." It's like, what? Yeah, and no one visits our village. It's in the middle of nowhere, so it's such a strange thing that happened. But yeah, thank you, Alex. It was really nice meeting you. But today, the emphasis is on the Taskmaster house, and I've built it in Sims 4. The actual house itself was really easy to build because it's a very simple shape, and someone on the Taskmaster Reddit had found a floor plan of the building from when it was on sale once. So I actually had a lot of good reference material to go off for this. Okay, so what have we got? We got the kitchen. This is complete with a cupboard where someone shoved a camel through the handle. Of course, we've got the living room where quite a lot of the tasks take place, and it's one of the nicer designed rooms in the house. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Put some little Easter eggs here. I've got a statue here, kind of meant to be the Champion of Champions statue. Obviously, there's no portrait of Greg in the Sims library of materials, so I had to make do on this one. This is the lab. Kind of hard to do this because it's just a white room, and then I didn't really know what to put inside it, so I kind of just put in a table with 2 chairs from when I've kind of interviewed the Swedish guy or the older man. And then all of these other rooms kind of don't really exist. At least in the show you never really see them. Oh, we have got though the hallway here that Bob Mortimer makes really messy at one stage, and there's some kind of walk-in wardrobe type. There's some big built-in wardrobes there, which is where Mal hides when Alex accidentally touches her boob. So they're in there. And then of course we've got kind of the main kind of entrance to the house. Yet again, don't have a portrait of Greg, which is a shame. But I've kind of tried to put in the pigeonhole type shelf thing they have there. And then there's just 2 bathrooms. One of these is the one where I think it was Roshin Conity put a hose pipe through the window and was trying to melt the big block of ice. So yeah, that's the general house. But outside, we've got the caravan. This was really difficult to build. It's ended up just being a white building. We've got the shed, kind of standard. There's not much you can really do with it. Aside from that, I've just got some kind of Easter eggs in the garden. So we've got the Tasconberry stage from when they performed Rosalind's Nightmare, and I'm always seeing you do cool stuff. And then if you want to try out a task yourself, you can do the felling ducks. Got a snowman here, which is meant to be Dave Gorman's mashed potato snowman. We've got the statue, of course. We've got a bathtub here from when they have to try and fill a bathtub full of water while someone else is throwing objects in and someone else is cling filming it. So that's a little Easter egg for you there. And then the last Easter egg is just the easel on the red surface. Oh, and there's the garage. And inside the garage, I've put the big rock boulder that they have to move in Series 1. Of course, being the Sims, a house wouldn't be complete without a few Sims to put in it. So I've tried to build some of the people from Taskmaster, but it was really difficult to actually make people that were recognisable. So, for example, I tried to make Greg, but it just didn't look anything like him. And I don't think you can mess with heights of the Sims characters. So without making Greg look really tall, he just doesn't look like Greg. So I gave up with that. We've got Alex Horne though. So basically I've tried to go for people who have been on the show who have quite recognisable outfits, because that definitely helped. I've got Alice Levine, because I've literally just finished watching that series and I thought she had quite a distinctive costume. Noel Fielding. I'm really happy with how Noel's turned out. I think by accident actually does really quite resemble him. And as a little Easter egg here, I've done him as Richmond from the IT crowd as well, because I love the IT crowd, so I couldn't resist throwing that in. Got James Acaster, one of my favourite people who have been on the show. I think he was really good on it. Got Lolly Adefope. I think that's possibly my favourite series, Series 4. And then finishing up with Rose Matafeo, who, yeah, again, quite a good distinctive costume. And then what I'm really happy about is if you go to like the family screen on Sims where it has like a big lineup of them, genuinely looks like a Taskmaster promotional picture. I'm really happy with how that looks. So yeah, that's what I've been doing during lockdown.